You have no idea what is going to come through the door. You may be seeing a 4-day-old that you just delivered, and then the very next visit you may see a 96-year-old Parkinson's patient. You just have no idea. I've walked into people with diseases that I've only read about and was told that I would never, ever see in real life, and there they are. And you're going through those cases that you learned in med school where you said, oh, I'll try to recognize that if it comes through, and you actually have it happen. And not only that, you go to the faculty and they say, oh, yeah, I've had one of those once. So, I mean, we definitely have more exposure to disease processes than you would think by the size of the town. We have a really good experience with medical management, and it's just not the run-of-the-mill diabetes and high blood pressure that you think it's going to be. It's really complex disease processes, and we get a lot of good experience with that. Some of the other residencies, sometimes you have to share some spaces. We actually all have our own desk with computers, but we're all together. So we're often all hanging out together, working on stuff. Honestly, it probably makes things take longer, but it's a lot more fun that way. You can always ask a colleague anything, and then, quite frankly, I can stand up over the partitions and be involved with faculty in 2 seconds. They're all around us at all the time. The thing that I really like here is we have a pod system set up, and that really kind of becomes your clinic family. They are the ones that are going to bat for you every day and making life so much easier for you so you can do the learning that you need as a resident. The care team here is honestly what makes the clinic the clinic. We have residents coming in and out all the time, but the care team, our MAs and our nurses and pharmacy are what provide the continuity for all of the patients. Without them, we would be lost because patients can't always get in with us because we're doing rotations in and out, and they are what really maintain that sense of being steady for the patients. And it definitely makes our job so much easier because we have fantastic staff.
Noon conference is kind of a daily hour we have dedicated to didactics. And so an hour a day, Monday through Friday. We get lunch hours, so it's 12:30 to 1:30 every day. And there's typically a topic that's pre-assigned, and we know what the schedule is at least a month ahead. And they range from various topics, everything from cardiac health care, pathology, all those kinds of things, all the way to maybe caring for pediatric patients, pediatric exams, things like that. Kind of A to Z as far as what we would be covering as a family physician.
The OB environment here at Salina Regional is awesome. There are no OB residents here in Salina. It is all family medicine, which means that as family med residents, we get first dibs on all of the vaginal deliveries. There is a family med resident at every C-section, which is awesome. So all of that equals a lot of hands-on experience, which is amazing.
When patients come into the hospital and they're pregnant, they're usually sent up here for triage, and we're able to go see those patients. You know, if they come in just for back pain or abdominal pain or whatever it may be, we're able to go in and see them and triage them. So it's not just delivering babies, it's kind of the care of the whole patient.
We spend quite a bit of time in the ER, especially, we have ER rotations, but then on top of that, we have nights on call where we spend from 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. each night in the ER seeing our own patients. While the ER docs are here, if we need help, they're here for us, but in general, we kind of work on our own and check out to our own faculty. So it creates a little bit of anxiety at times, but I think it's a good pressure because it also causes you to learn more because you're the one actually seeing the patient on your own and making the decisions.
So what's unique about this ICU, it's the only one in the hospital. It's open to all physicians. So with every rotation that we're on, we're allowed to have direct communication with our patients as they come in here. So whether that be on our inpatient service that I'm currently on, if I have a patient that needs to be admitted to the ICU, I can directly participate in their care. And that translates to working with all the specialists in the hospital as they too can directly work with their patients. And so if I'm on their service, I get that luxury of coming in and out of the ICU regardless of what service I'm on.
I came from an academic center that we didn't get a lot of hands-on training, so coming here, you start with one-on-one with a senior resident during your first year for 2 weeks. They can show you just around the rooms and what supplies that are available. They can kind of help you get to know the different specialists and what they like, and then can walk you through some more procedural things.
I think what makes Smoky Hill as a residency probably most special and most unique is kind of the camaraderie amongst the residents. And I know a lot of programs have cooperative residents that get along quite well. I think here, one of the most actually endearing or charming things about the program is just that.
I think in general, we are a laid-back group that likes to have fun. The entire hospital staff here has been very welcoming to me as a resident. I think in general, people in Salina are friendly, and overall, it's been an awesome experience for me, and I'd recommend it to anybody looking to practice in rural Kansas.